today is a really, really special training. It may have been one of the biggest lessons I've ever learned in my life. And it's why you should rotate your audiences. If you want to generate leads consistently over a long period of time, generate sales and make money. Before I run you through this training and why it's important, I want to go on a trip down memory lane. So we started our first location July 27, 2015 in a small town called Kurri just outside of Newcastle. I look back on this year and these 2 years, as maybe the most fondest years of my business career, because Mitch and I went from zero to really built the foundation that paid for this house, that led to our other locations, and ultimately led us to being the owners of Fitness Business Consulting. So July 27, 2015, we started a 10-week challenge in a park. It went bananas. From there, we had a 2-week break, ran another 10-week challenge. It went absolutely bananas. From there, we got a shed behind a mechanic of one of our PT clients. It was $200 a week. We grew that to, I think it was $280 to $290. And then after that 12-month period, we got a commercial premises on the main road and got that to 509 members. And professionally, like, I couldn't have been happier. Personally, it was the first time in my life I ever had money. So at that point, me and Mitch were renting a place together in Kurri. Our rent was $300. We both were driving beat up cars. I had a Mazda 3. He had like an old Honda CRV, like ute maybe, wagon. And we went from earning nothing, struggling, broke, coming home from Canada, traveling, partying, to going from 0 to 509 members. At that point, Mitch and I were making well over $4,000 a week each in profit. So imagine 7 years ago, I had no money. All of a sudden, I'm earning over $200,000 a year, one location, and we're running half a schedule each. It was honestly like the most amazing 24 months of my life. And I'm going to preface that by saying, Mitch and I were extremely lucky. The older I get, the more mature I get, the more I realize I was in the right place at the right time. Group fitness was absolutely fucking booming. We were in a small town. There was no competition, and it just took off like an absolute wildfire. So 0 to 509 members, and all we did was just absolutely pump Facebook ads. It was like probably $500 to $1,000 a week into ads. It was a send message campaign. It was DM for timetable. They'd message through their timetable. We'd do sell by chat. And then from there, we'd sell them into our program. Also, shout out Bedros Koulian. He doesn't get as much credit as he deserves because he was a huge impact on Mitch and I. And at the point in the boot camp, I think we had about 100 and 150 members, probably 4 or 5 or 6 months in. And then we did our first ever 21-day challenge for $21. We did 3 of them consecutively, and that's what got us to 509. And if you think about 21 days for 21-day challenge for $21 in 2015, it truly was first of its kind. However, one of the biggest lessons that we learned there is we scorched the town. And I don't say that proudly. I say that, it's hard to say. It's hard to say it was a mistake. Again, it paid for the house, set us up to where we are now. But we absolutely ran ads consistently towards the entire town for almost a 2-year period. Now, over that time, we realized that it actually went up and up and up and up and up to acquire a client, to the point where it was like $100 to acquire a client in 2017, which was absolutely crazy. And at the end of the day, people were just fucking sick of our ads. Like, we just ran the same ad, the same offer to the same audience. The building was on the main street. You cannot go to Coles in this town without driving past this building. And I will say this, I'm still proud to say that location was bought by one of our head trainers, Ryan, fucking legend. RJ's boot camp in Kurri, out of the supplement shop. I go there and train. It is still a mad nostalgia trip when I go back there. But in saying that, we absolutely murdered the town. Now, over that period in Kurri, we opened up a few more locations and ended up in Newcastle, which is just closer to the beach, and just ultimately a place that Mitch and I both wanted to live and raise a family in. And we had this issue, like, we knew we could acquire clients, we knew we could market, we could sell as many people into the gym as possible. But if these businesses were to last for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, we had to have a better way to actually advertise and a better way to make sure that our ads don't fatigue. So we came up with this strategy. I am very, very big on giving credit where credit's due, but I never saw this. I truly think it's something that we do that's very special, very unique, and it's allowed us to run ads consistently for a long period of time without the ads fatiguing, allowing us to bring on clients every single week, every single month, every single year. We've just sold Breakthrough, really exciting, haven't announced that yet, but we ran this strategy through the entire process. And it's the exact strategy that we do today with all of our clients for Done For You Everything and Done With You. So what I want to say is, if you're a local gym owner and you are running a 28-day challenge and you are doing broad targeting, males and females, to every single demographic, you'll see this. Ads go well, they die in the ass. Ads go well, they die in the ass. It's that constant stop, start, because on the 4th or 5th day, your cost per lead actually goes through the roof. So what you want to do is you want to separate your audiences and separate your offers, and you can advertise as much as you like for as long as you like. So what this looks like in principle is, if you're running ads and your ads are fatiguing and you have to keep changing the offer, changing the image, changing the creative, changing the video, this is what you should do instead, or this is what we found that works really well for us. So for example, we would segment the audiences into 6 different categories. So female, 25 to 39, male, 25 to 39, female, 40 to 49, male, 40 to 49, female, 50 to 59, and male, 50 to 59. Now you can change those ages. It could be 18 to 29. It could be 31 to 39. It could be 50 to 64. The ages don't really matter that much, but you want to separate all ages and genders. And I'll explain how this works. So for example, imagine we're running a 28-day beginner bootcamp and we're only targeting females aged 25 to 39. And we run that ad for 2 weeks. Or so we'll say 1 week, for example, keep it simple. By the end of that week, that ad will fatigue the same way your ads will fatigue. However, from there, we then rotate to 28-day beginner challenge, males aged 25 to 39. So to be clear, we're running ads towards females 25 to 39. That audience now gets a break, and we move on to males aged 25 to 39. And then from there, that audience gets fatigued. We go males 40 to 49, and we might do a 28-day fit over 40 challenge. And then from there, we do a female fit over 40 challenge. From there, female fit over 50, male fit over 50. So the idea would be is we spend 1 week in each one of these audiences. And then from there, by the time we come back around to females aged 25 to 39, it's been 6 weeks. Now, this is an amazing number. If you follow that plan exactly 1 week in every audience, that audience, females aged 25 to 39, are only seeing your ads 8 weeks a year. Now, I've opened up seven locations. 7? Yeah, seven. And if you open a gym, or you've opened many gyms, you would know in a pre-sale, when you first open, it's never been easier to acquire clients. And that is because people are seeing your shit for the first time. And people are like, oh my God, what is this new exciting thing? I haven't seen this. I have to opt in. I have to get information. This is finally my chance to get in shape, get strong, achieve XYZ goal. And by doing this, it allows each audience to have a really decent break. So for example, you could do this even more. You could do 2 weeks in females, 25, 39, males, females, male, female, male. By the time you come around to that first audience, it's been 12 weeks since someone has seen your ads. And the reason why people do challenges with start dates is because they can ramp the ads, they can turn them off, they can ramp the ads, they turn them off, and it has the same effect where if there's a challenge with a start date and that town hasn't seen your ads for a while and you ramp the ads, you get a bit of a bump. However, with start date challenges, I'm not a huge fan of them. Because it takes too long to actually market. The challenge takes too long, and before you know it, you're back to where you started. So by doing this, it allows you to advertise every single week of the year and to avoid ad fatigue as much as possible. Don't get me wrong, you still will get some ad fatigue. You will still go through struggles. Some of these audiences will be more expensive than others. But if you are in this for the long term and you want to advertise 48 weeks a year, I want to run you through a scenario. So for example, you spend 1 week in 28-day beginner bootcamp, age females 25 to 39. Then from there, you go males 25 to 39. From there, females 40 to 49. From there, males 40 to 49. From there, females 50 to 59, male 50 to 59. And just say that you're doing 28-day beginner bootcamp, beginner challenge, fit over 40, fit over 40, fit over 50, and fit over 50. It's been 6 weeks. By now, you come back to females 25 to 39, and you can change the name of the offer. So 28-day kickstart, males 28-day kickstart. For females over 40, 28-day fit beyond 40, or a 28-day beginner bootcamp for that age group. 28-day cut the gut challenge, 28-day dad bod challenge, 28-day fit beyond 40. So the idea would be is you can rotate through these audiences. Each audience can get a break, and then even when you come back around, you can have a different offer, different creative, different images, and it really does help you keep your ads as fresh as possible. Now, if you run a broad campaign, initially, you probably will get cheaper leads, but then over time, that will go up. So if you implement this strategy and you are going through ad fatigue all the time and you're constantly doing creative, constantly doing new offers, changing audiences is actually easier. So some of these ads we're running, we run them for years and years and years. Like we've been running females fit over 50 for probably 3 years, 3.5, 4 years. And we haven't had to change it because they're only seeing it every 6 or every 12 weeks, depending on our frequency of like when we rotate through the audiences. And then even with that fit over 50 ad, before you change the offer, you can just add new creative. You might add 3 new images. So by rotating through your audiences, it allows your ads to last for way longer. So we have agency clients where I work with you for 3 months. I say to you on that first call, hey, I don't want to work with you forever. Learn how to run your ad yourself. I'm going to build our 6 most profitable campaigns. From there, you can learn to run them on your own. You can turn the buttons on and off. And those 6 campaigns are 1 campaign from each one of these demographics. And then once we work with agency clients, month 4 onwards, they can just press on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And those ads could last years and years and years and years and years. As long as obviously the copy is evergreen and the images are evergreen, obviously not saying 2024, new year, new me, something like that, right? So for me, like this was one of the most important things that we learned from our first location. It's one of the most important things that allowed us to advertise for our gyms consistently every week, every month, for years and years and years. It also made our advertising a lot simpler in the end. It allowed our program to be a lot simpler because it was always 28 days something. Now we've gone to 6 weeks. But I hope that helps, and I hope that sheds some light on why your ads fatigue. So I love Sabri Subi. He always talks about like everyone's always looking for like the perfect image, the perfect offer, the pixel, the type of campaign, when you forget that on the other end of that, you are fucking dealing with people. And if people see the same shit every single week, every single month, they get fucking bored and they will not click through. It's as simple as that. Even if you go 28-day beginner bootcamp to 28-day kickstart to 28-day healthy mummy to 28-day lean challenge, if it's still all towards females, they're going to see your page name, they're going to see similar creative, they're going to see similar copy, and they're going to think, I've seen this shit before. But if you rotate to men and then older women, then even older women and even older men, and rotate back through, by the time they've seen that ad, they're excited. What's this? I haven't seen this before, because people forget you exist. So if you're working with an agency or you're running ads on your own, I'd check your frequency score. What your frequency score is how many times people have seen your ad. So for example, if the frequency score is 4, it can be found in Ad Manager. It means that people have seen your ads 4 times. I've heard different numbers, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I've never seen a consistent number across the board where you stop getting cheaper leads, but it's a good number to know, to see, okay, like if I'm working with an agency and they haven't changed many campaigns for a while, they haven't changed the images or copy of the creative, and the frequency score is 10, well, that's a huge issue, right? So I'll reach out to them and say, hey, please make a change. So these 6 audiences have truly been life-changing for us. I don't say life-changing or game changer too much because it's fucking thrown around, but for us, this was so unbelievably healthy. And I'm going to end with this. We spend thousands, tens of thousands of dollars a week on ads. We generate thousands and thousands and thousands of leads for our clients. I do believe that 99.9% of the time when we take over an account, we are the winner, as in we cheaper leads, cheaper bookings, cheaper calls, and cheaper costs per sales. And it's because the ads that were run previously are just fatigued, and that audience is fatigued. Like the 28-day F45 kickstart, it's almost a joke now. Like everyone's seen it. And if you run ads to these demographics, it also means that your creative can be more targeted. So as opposed to doing a broad ad saying, attention residents of Newcastle, go attention ladies aged 25 to 39, have you had 3 months off training? Are you looking forward to get back on track? Click learn more below and we'll send you all the information. And in the image, in the creative, could be a female aged 25 to 39 as opposed to a female over the age of 50. You would use the words strength with male ads. You'd use the word tone with female ads. So if you're running ads towards males aged 40 to 49, it makes no fucking sense showing them a picture of a girl aged 25 who is absolutely diced and in the best shape of her life. So not only will your offers last longer, not only will you spend less time running ads, but the ads that you run can be more targeted to the person that you're trying to reach. Therefore, typically, you'll get a cheaper cost per lead. And if the lead is cheap and there's a person in the ad that resonates with the person who's clicking on the ad ID, for example, Mummy Makeover, there's a mum in the ad, higher booking rates, higher no-show rates, higher pickup rates, and more sales. So I hope this helps. If you do like this, please like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is the 600th video I'm going to post, 181 subscribers. So if we can get 200 by the end of the year, I'll be over the moon. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day.